How you feeling, Chloe? Chloe got her first set of shots today.
I'm sure she was thrilled with that.
She actually did really well. So,
Okay.
we lucked out because the nearest vet's like an hour and a half away. But Cal Ranch lets you buy the basic shots for dogs.
And administer them yourself.
And administer them yourself. So, I gave Max his booster today. And Chloe got her first set. And she's tired and tuckered out, and maybe we'll stay that way for the whole day, which would be a nice break. Chloe. Hi, pretty girl. Is your ear gonna ever go up? So, our combiner box isn't in yet, right?
It'll be in later this afternoon, but we can get ready for it.
Okay, so what are we doing?
These, we're going to have a lesson on the birds and bees. I'm actually not kidding. Male, female. Which is interesting because inside of these, you have the exact opposite metal connector. But these MC4 connectors are usually the most common connector used for solar arrays. And you can see, I don't know if you can see without it blurring. That's the metal connector. This is a female end. The male, very simply, is the opposite. It actually goes inside of it. Birds and the bees. Kids, if you don't know what that means, ask your parents. Okay, don't ask your parents.
No, please do.
Or, do.
And then
That's a conversation. you
parents
probably
tell
should have.
us about that conversation.
Yeah, you know what? Comment, and we'll try to send an award out to whoever has the best story. Yeah, anyway, so we've got some 8-gauge wire. Follow me under here. And what we're going to do with each of these panels, so that they don't blow up our inverter, we actually have to link these together in series. 3 panels in series, and then each of those strings of 3 in parallel. And that's kind of how we pull the electricity into the inverter.
Okay. So we're going to get it all hooked up, ready
We're going to hook up these first 3
Okay.
right now and see if we have positive electricity flow. But yeah, I mean, these are generating electricity right now. It's just not going anywhere.
Right.
Anytime you have the sun on these panels, they are generating electricity. So obviously you do need to know what you're doing, because you string enough of these together and you can generate enough of an electrical shock to kill you.
Oh, do you know what you're doing?
No. I'll figure it out. Let's see. All right. These aren't labeled. Oh, yes, they are. All right, so male is positive, female is negative. And before anybody comments, that's the way they're labeled. I'm not making any disparaging remarks.
Just the labelers are.
Just saying. But yeah, so we have a male terminator and a female terminator, and we just link them together. We are going to need a tool for this.
Do we have that tool?
Nope.
Is this the crimper tool?
No, it's the $2 tool we should have gotten at the solar shop.
Oh.
It's for twisting these connectors. With no rain in the forecast, I think we'll be okay, but it's not ideal.
Okay. Do any of our friends have one?
We can ask. Okay. So we have this one, and this one strung together now.
Okay.
It's kind of like stacking batteries in the back of a flashlight. I think, what is it, like a C or a AA battery is 1.5 volts or something like that. So if you need 4.5 volts, you put 3 of them in. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Anyway. So we're stacking these, and then what we're going to do now is we're going to take this wire, which I've already connected up to the inverter inside the utility shack, and we're going to put terminators on each one. Red being positive is going to go down here. Black being negative will be connected right up here.
And then will we have to do that for every panel?
Yes.
They don't hook into this first set.
No.
Okay.
What's going to happen is we have a separate device called a combiner box. That's what I've been waiting on Amazon for. That's going to be mounted right here. All of these strings will have to make little tails for each one. But each one of those strings is going to be carried up and will connect up to the combiner box right here, and then the combiner box will actually connect up to these final terminators, which will carry it into the utility shed.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Now, will we have to have a second combiner box for the other array?
For the second array, yes.
Okay.
But that's also going to be channeled directly into our second inverter.
Okay.
So right now the inverter that we've got is a dual module unit that can power up to 6,000 watts. So to handle 18 to 20 solar panels, 18 is fine. Handling 32, that's another matter. So the second array of 18 panels is going to go into the second inverter. Cool thing about our inverters, though, is that they can be daisy-chained together. So we'll have a 12 kilowatt system in total in the end.
Nice. But we have to get more batteries too, right?
We don't have to get more batteries. That's just storage.
Oh, okay. Because batteries
I would
aren't
like
cheap.
to get more batteries just in case we have cloudy days.
Right.
But in reality, as long as we're getting sun during the day, it should charge up the batteries every day.
Okay. Well, and we definitely get a lot of direct sunlight.
That is true.
It's
Yep.
November, and I'm in short sleeves and sandals.
Yep.
So, it's hot.
It's a little warm.
Yeah. Well, because we don't have shade,
That's true too.
and there's no breeze,
Yeah, that's
really.
true too.
So, okay. All right. So,
So I'm going to terminate these now.
okay. And then are you just going to get the others set up to terminate? Because everything else has to be done with the combiner box?
Yes.
Okay.
I saw your mama just the other day. She looked glad to see me again. Do you remember when I used to come over to your house every day? Still remember the smell of your car when you drove me down to that lake. Felt so good staying up all night. That will forever be our place. And I know it's been a long time since we were together. There's a special place in my heart that's yours forever. If I could fly right back to where I belong, fly right back to my home sweet home. If I could, I'd take it all back and fly high up above the open sea into another destination.
We're off grid?
Well, we've always been off grid, but yes, now we are actually cooking with the sun.
Yay! I know we've always been off grid, but we're not, like, we still don't have a well or water collection. We still use propane, so it's steps, but our electricity is off grid.
Our electricity is 100% generated by the sun.
How you feel?
Accomplished.
Yeah?
Now you just have to take a look at all of this crap that I have to clean up.
Yep. We've got to get that one tool and then zip tie.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the wire from the post, from the combiner box into the ship?
Put that through a conduit and bury it.
Okay.
But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to detach that from the inverter side because we have a breaker in the combiner box. So you just flip the breaker, that way there's no electricity going through those wires, pull them out, bury them, reconnect them,
Nice.
and then we're good.
Sounds perfect.
But yeah, all of this has got to be tied up and out of the way so that it doesn't create a problem long term. And then I'll have to coil those and do the same thing.
Okay.
But yeah.
And tomorrow we'll have a better idea of
Yep.
what to expect energy-wise this time of year.
Yeah, so the sun's already pretty low in the sky right now, but it's still generating about 500 to 700 watts off of these last panels over here. But in theory, at peak production, this solar array can generate 4.4 kilowatts of electricity. So, yeah.
Sweet.
And then that should be enough to charge up our batteries. Even on a shady day or a stormy day, there will be enough. And if we have several stormy days in a row, we may have to charge it up with the generator, but that's just a backup now.
That's awesome. Yay. Hey, we're actually going to have to buy a fuel stabilizer now.
We already have it.
Do we?
just need to add it.
Add it.
Yeah.
We haven't stored it long enough to need anything, so. All right, you want to go take a nap?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. That right there, that means that we have solar power input. It's coming in, charging batteries, and powering everything in the house.
Yay! I don't know what any of that means, but that's okay.
No, that's okay. Our input is, it's cloudy right now, but we have an input of around 80 volts on one side. Yeah, it's going kind of low right now.
That's probably where the tree is, huh?
There we go. About 800 watts, even when it's cloudy coming in.
Not bad.